What's up? This is Rapids, and so I came across some more information, some brand new details that is coming straight from official sources. These details are said to be straight up off of evidence files and stuff like that. So it's the complete story about what happened. Now I had it mostly right if you go back to my previous videos, but there's some brand new details involving Little Cam Yellow Hoodie and others who he's associated with. Now, we all know who Yellow Cam Hoodie is associated with. You got to go to my previous videos if you don't know. But here's the new information is that it gives details and sheds light on how the argument started. So the new information coming out is saying that dude walked up to Quavo and kicked it off, started being real disrespectful. The story led to him being disrespected about how he is playing basketball with the celebrity match. And it sounds like he wasn't really, he's kind of dissing him like bad or something. It was like he was really trying to literally kick it off with him. And then it turns out Yellow Cam Hoodie, the Yellow Hoodie dude, Lil Cam, they're saying that he had walked around like a shooter and had his hand in his pocket, in his hoodie pocket. They said he was acting real sneaky, like just straight up suspicious. And then they noticed that, and they said Quavo was alert to Little Cam from earlier when he was looking at him crazy, cause he had it sounds like they was acting real suspect around the Migos. Now I revealed to you how there was a lot of tweets uncovered by Little Cam. Little Cam hated the Migos. He threatened people if they played Migos around them with Dracos and everything. So Little Cam was an op. And it's not clear how this beef originated, but when he was in the presence, well, it starts to almost look like he might have been greenlit. Takeoff might have been greenlit because the way it went down where he was kicking it off with him about that basketball game and really being disrespectful about it beyond like normal, and then Takeoff, Quavo started, standing his ground a little bit. It sounded like what gives it away is that Yellow Cam, the Yellow Hoodie dude, was posted how he situated himself on the side of Quavo and Takeoff while the dude arguing. It was like they were surrounded from what I've been hearing, how they're describing the situation. It's like they were surrounded. They gathered around them, and it was like a confrontation. It was very confrontational and disrespectful. And it looks like a setup. The way, the way they described it like that, because what people didn't understand is who started the argument. All they saw was Quavo yelling, and they thought Quavo had started the argument. But it turns out it sounds like he didn't start the argument. He was just defending himself because the other dude was getting mad disrespectful in his face. And, it looked like they had them cornered, basically. And Quavo was alerted to that earlier, that they was acting funny. So he told Migos Band, and Migos Band saw what was happening, and then he was, it sounds like as Quavo was walking away, what they're saying is Quavo got hit, he got attacked as he was trying to walk away from the situation. He was like, come on, we up out of here before I hurt somebody, and that's when it kicked off. It sounds like he got attacked and hit and pushed and hit, and then that's when Migos Bands, it sounds like, might have pulled out. It's not clear exactly if Migos Band pulled out first or Little Cam. But that's when, after the violence, after the confrontation, like I said, dude that kicked it off with him, it sounds like pushed them or shoved them or hit them, something like that, and then that's when the guns started getting drawn and popping off, and Takeoff just happened to be right in the mix. And it sounds like they're saying that Migos Bands, one of his bullets might have hit Takeoff. That's starting to sound more and more confirmed with this new information, what they're saying. And it sounds like Little Cam, we heard all about him using Takeoff as a shield and all that. So this is the new information. It sounds like the most legitimate information coming out about this situation. I'm going to leave a link if you want to hear the full details from my source who breaks it down, breaks everything down. So you can hear all the details over if you want, but I just pretty much explained to you, how it went down, and I was able to include my previous research into this information as well. It sounds like this information is straight up legit, and this is the most clearest picture we've had of the situation so far. It sounds like so. This is the clearest picture so far. What happened before we get the final police reports that we're gonna have access to eventually, because it sounds like there might be an arrest coming up maybe next week. It's not clear if the feds picked it up or not yet, but it sounds like they pretty much got it concluded by now. It sounds like they had all the surveillance. They had 4K footage, like the real footage of the whole thing. So, and the information I just shared with you allegedly came from that surveillance footage and the actual police breakdowns and their reports and stuff. So this is it. It looks like we got the full picture of what happened. It sounds like a straight up setup. It sounds like he was greenlit because dude came up on him so confrontational. That means it was kicking off. It was like he wanted to snatch a necklace, the chain or something. He wanted to snatch Quavo's chain or something. It sounds like, because the way it was like he was coming up there to rob Quavo. Would look like that's what it really looked like. Like he was pretty much set up. Quavo was set up. Takeoff was set up. It looks like they was about to get robbed. I don't know if it was meaning for it to be a shooting, but it looked like a chain snatch and some clout probably. But the thing that doesn't make sense is if they're with who they were said to be with, the crew that did that, at least Yellow Hoodie was said to be tight with, well, we'll just say it since it's public info, he was said to have been tight with J. Prince Jr. So that makes it look like how did all that go down like that without J. Prince Jr. being like canceling it out or not knowing about what's about to happen or nothing. It's almost like that how Tupac suspected Biggie and Diddy and them. When he got robbed in New York, he suspected others were involved. So it almost looks like that. This is just speculation, but that's just what it looks like. He might have been greenlit the way it went down. So look, like I said, check the links in the description box in the comment section for much more information. Make sure you subscribe and like and share and all that. I'm out of here. This is Rapids. Oh yeah, go to rapids1.com for all the latest music and news, interviews, all the updates on everything. All right, I'm out of here.